hope that this message brings you clarity from the situation that you overcame. That when you were in this group of people, they did not make you feel welcomed to be around them. They never did. But collectively, this group, they bonded over their dislike for you. But their dislike for you came towards you had something within you that the group did not have, and they all could recognize it. And they basically, the group of them, trauma bonded, and you were their scapegoat. Okay, you were the person that they wanted around just so that they could, and I'm not saying physically be on you, but they wanted to, oh, thank you, Spirit, they wanted to energetically beat on you. You feel energetically jumped by these people. And you know how when a person physically jumps, you're getting a lot of punches and kicks and hits at one time? When a person is when a group of people are energetically jumping you, that means that they are, a bunch of people at one time are spewing so much hatred and negativity and just anger onto you at once. And honestly, baby, that's a lot for anybody to process. It's hard for you to process it in the moment, and it's very overwhelming. And at a point like that, a person is not gonna, they're not gonna understand how to navigate when so much is happening to them at once. And these people, they had their own personal issues because these people were very unhealed. They were very immature. They lacked faith in God because they didn't have a good conscience. When you have a relationship with God and you fear God, you fear God's wrath, you know how God feels about harming the innocent, harming other people that have done nothing to you, and to just treat others with just disrespect and just meanness. You have a good conscience. So you are aware of how you treat others, and you're aware before you do something because you're like, nah, like God would not be pleased with this. But because they lacked a relationship with God, they did not have that, oh, thank you, Spirit, they did not have that God conscience that has them having empathy for others. But you do. You stuck out like a sore thumb, baby. You were so different from these people. You are the type of person where you just have such a good heart and a pure spirit. You like to see the good in people. You just spread love to other people. You're just real, raw, and authentic. And these people were fake. They were not real with themselves. They didn't know themselves. They were so unhealed and so bitter and unhealed that they just could not handle their pain. Part 2. Okay, part 2. So these people, they were the types where because they were so unhealed and they lacked a relationship with God, they did not have that God conscience, they would just treat others with no recollection of how that person could be affected by it. They did not care how they made a person feel. Okay, they did not follow the the commandment of love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, and these people, this group, they wanted you around not because they wanted to welcome you with warmth and open arms, not because they enjoyed your company, not because they just wanted you to be a part of the group. No, they only wanted you around because of the mere satisfaction of basically shitting all over you. Okay, they wanted to basically just treat you any your kind of way to alleviate themselves of their own pain. Okay, these are the types of people where they did not know how to emotionally regulate themselves. They did not know how to emotionally regulate themselves. They did not know how to deal with their own pain, their own emotions. So when they saw a person that they saw had a good heart, a pure spirit, someone that is, not one to backbite, one that is not one to fight back, one that is not as confrontational, they looked at that person as a punching bag to just let out all of their anger and frustration on. Because I'm telling you, predatory people like that, they can seek out who is prey and who is not prey. And they saw you as prey because of your pureness, because of your meekness. Okay, but your meekness is not a weakness. You are very strong because you had to endure so much energetic attacks at one time, and the same people that would join in and ganging up on you would not be able to handle it when the roles were reversed and a group was ganging up on them. So they tried to make it seem as if they wanted you around, or they shamed you whenever you didn't come around, and why are you not coming around us? But what they did is that every time you came around, they basically ignored you. Confirmation, Burgess flew by. They basically ignored you. They wanted to act like you were not even there. Like they wanted your presence just to ignore your presence, to make you feel unwanted, to make you feel unloved, to make you feel small. Because baby, they felt so small in your presence because, baby, you have such a strong spirit. Your spirit is huge, baby. And when you step into the room, you make them feel small. So that's why they all had to come into a group and go against you to make. Okay, part 3, and I hope this is the last part of this message. These people, they would always get upset when you didn't get upset with you when you didn't come around them. But at the same time, whenever you did come around them, they made you feel so unwanted, unwelcomed, and unloved, and unappreciated. They mistreated you every single time you are around them. So what person in their right mind would continue to go around a group of people that they know doesn't treat them well and that they know doesn't even like them? These people said out of their own mouth, I don't even like them. I don't even like her. I don't even like him. They may have said it to your face, like, I don't even like you. And it's like, well, if you don't like me, then why do you want me around you then? It's because these people are so insecure and their self-esteem is so low that they wanted you to be bothered by the fact that they did not like you. They thought that if you were bothered by the fact of them not liking you, they thought it was going to give them some type of ego boost, some external validation, that their ego was going to feel satisfied by it. But baby, when you are so unbothered by this group of people not liking you and you just, bye, I don't know how to do this, you see that? They didn't like the fact that you could easily walk away from them and you didn't need them, okay? And I'm also hearing that if these people would have just dropped their ego and just given you a chance, they would have seen that you are an amazing person and a wonderful person to be around, a great person to have in their life because you just have such a great heart and such a great spirit. But their own pride was getting in the way. They were way too prideful to, like, they saw the good qualities about you, but because of their own, they were dealing with envy of the 7 deadly sins. They were dealing with envy, pride, and wrath. They unleashed a lot of wrath on you, a lot of anger. They were very envious of you, and they were too prideful to admit that they were envious of you. That's why they treated you in such a way. These people had way too much pride and way too much envy, and those were the spirits that they were battling, those demons that they were battling. Like, that's why all of them in that group were battling with the same demons, and those demons conjured up against each other, conjured up with each other to come against you. And if they would have just dropped their ego, let go of the pride, overcome the envy, you all could have had a great relationship. You all could have had, you could have been a great asset into their lives, but it is their loss because of how they treated you. They mistreated you. They mishandled you. It is their loss. All I say.